Greetings and welcome to the Transform Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Anastasio. It is Friday, September 23rd, 2022, and this is episode 90. So welcome to the 90s block of this podcast as we head towards a very meaningful episode 100. So super excited to have you guys here for this. And if you've been hanging this long with us on the podcast, I want to extend a special thank you for doing that. We really appreciate your support, your listening, your participation, your feedback, et cetera, et cetera. So thank you so much for that, guys. Super excited to kick off episodes 90 through 99 as we project that we will be airing episode 100 sometime in, I think it's going to be the first half of November, maybe second half of November. So all that being said, guys, I hope everybody's had a great week as we head into the weekend. Had a very quick episode for you guys today. Namely, just wanted to point something out to you about TikTok that's a fairly recent change. I've noticed it over the last week or so, and the emphasis that was being placed on it. And if you guys are on TikTok, you probably have seen this. You may even be wondering why it's there or what to do with it in terms of this feature that I'm about to describe. If you're not on TikTok, I would point you back to the many episodes that we've done on this podcast about why you should be on TikTok, why it could be a helpful platform for you, particularly in getting snack-sized, bite-sized, short-form video content out into the social media atmosphere and drawing attention to your business with the great organic reach that you can achieve on TikTok. You don't need to buy ads there. You don't need to do anything real special there. You just need to create content, put some hashtags to it, put some copy on it, and there's a really good chance that you're going to get, at least on some of those posts, thousands of views. And yes, I said thousands of views, just to be clear about that, guys. I've seen some TikToks that, were very basic and straightforward, and you wouldn't have thought they would do much, and they ended up with 10, 20, 30,000 views on them. So definitely, I don't want to go back over all that material. We have plenty of episodes out there for you about TikTok and why you should be on it and how you can use it. Some of the episodes are more tactical than others. Some are a little more strategic. So if you're not there, I would start there. I would listen to this podcast. I don't want you to leave, but go back and check those episodes out, and you can see the groundwork on why you should be on this platform and how you could be using it from a macro perspective. Okay. So now, putting that aside, let's dive back into the app, and assuming then that you are on TikTok, that you have seen this feature that I'm about to talk about. This feature called TikTok Now is something that's really, it's interesting because TikTok has been a trailblazer up till now, or has been thought of at least as kind of getting ahead of the pack, if you will, with comparison to like Instagram and Snapchat and stuff like that. But this feature, TikTok had to pull a play out of their competitor's playbook and copied this feature from another emergent social media platform. And of course, you might stop me there and say, what do you mean, Chris? There's another platform out there that you haven't even talked about yet, or you haven't even really introduced us? And the answer to that is yes, there is. And that platform is called BeReal. That's B, lowercase e, capital R, lowercase EAL. So BeReal is a social media platform. I think the last I saw it's up to about 10 million active users a day, or maybe 10 million total users on the platform. I can't remember which one. But BeReal is interesting because it was made in answer to polished, glossy, living your best life type social media platforms like Instagram, where things got very glossy and very polished and very produced. And BeReal encourages its users to simply snap photographs of whatever they're doing in the moment. Just, hey, if you're staring at your desk, take a picture of it and post it. If you're walking out the door to go to the grocery store, take a picture of it and post it. And obviously I'm being a little bit heuristic here, just throwing some ideas out at you about this application's potential usage. But in essence, that is why BeReal exists. It's an app, and we will talk more about it. I mean, I promise we will make an episode about it and get into it a little bit more detail. And not ready to say you should be using it definitely or not. I mean, I think the general rule here is if you have the capacity to post content there and not disrupt other things you're doing, then of course we would encourage you to do it, because we always encourage omni-channel and high volume content production. But whether this app in particular is going to help you reach your audience, that's something that we would want to take a step back on and just, give it a closer look and provide you guys some better insight and advice. It is very, very new. In fact, I haven't even heard Gary Vaynerchuk talk about it yet. So that's the barometer that I use. And if you follow this podcast, you know why I use it. But all that aside, the interesting thing about Be Real that is now copied by TikTok, that is the subject of this podcast, is a feature where the outward-facing camera, of course, is capturing whatever you're doing, whatever you're about to take a picture of, but there's a forward-facing, I guess you would say, or inward-facing camera angle or window in the corner of the screen that shows what you're doing. So in essence, when you're posting and you're taking a picture of something, it's showing both the thing you're taking a picture of and what you're doing at that exact same moment. So it's kind of like, in essence, I mean, not technically or mathematically, but it's kind of getting like a 360-degree, sense of what's going on with the photo that you've posted, because you get the object or the image of your desire that you're about to take the photo of, and it's also showing you. It's showing what you're doing, okay? And so it's, again, considered a very, very off-the-cuff, no planning, no production, just, hey, what's going on at this moment, and what are you doing in this moment when you take a picture of that thing that you take a picture of, right? So TikTok has incorporated this and called it TikTok Now. And if you go to the option in the bottom tray, at least for US users, I can't necessarily say what everybody will see in their application because TikTok and all social media apps really do testing in different markets, and some apps look a little different here versus there. But in the US market, in the bottom tray where it says Friends, which traditionally you just click that and it would be sort of an area where you can go look up, or it would show you people who were kind of in your interest area. You could do some discovery with a search bar and so forth. It would just, kind of a mundane option in the bottom tray amongst the other options. But now it has two options at the top. So when you click the Friends button there at the bottom, then at the top there's the Friends option, but the auto select option, the one that you see first, before you can click over to see Friends, is called TikTok Now. And this is where it's encouraging you to immediately post, like as soon as you see it, like, hey, TikTok Now, post what you're doing, and these people will see it. And it kind of shows you at the bottom of the screen the accounts that are active that could then see what you're about to post. And it gives you a sense of the range and the reach and who might be kind of caught up in this publication that you're about to do content-wise. So TikTok Now is a very interesting feature within a very interesting social media platform because it's already getting tons of organic reach. It's already giving, quote unquote, normal people, normal businesses, not people who have 10 million followers per se, but people who are even just starting with 0 followers. It's giving them a lot of reach and a lot of traction. And now with TikTok Now, it is giving an even greater boost to that traction because it's dangling a feature in front of you for a reason. And this is what Gary's taught, and I've noticed in my own usage and experimentation with social media is when a platform releases a new feature, that is the platform it wants you to use. I mean, that is the feature, that is the format that it most wants you to use. Take Instagram, for example. When Instagram came out with Reels, it prioritized Reels over Stories, over Newsfeed, over videos, whatever else you had going on there. It wanted you to use Reels specifically, and it gave you the most reach for doing that. Same deal here with TikTok. TikTok is already giving you a lot of reach, but it has this new feature, TikTok Now, that is going to give you even more. So you are encouraged to use it, to experiment with it, to try it. And so for you guys, the relevant information I'd leave you with as we wrap up this podcast is try it out. Like when you're operating your business, now all the pressure is off. I mean, forget about being glossy, forget about being high production, forget about staging anything. Take out your phone, go to TikTok Now, take a picture of it. There's a spreadsheet in front of you, assuming there's no sensitive data there. Take a picture of the spreadsheet. Hey, working on, financials for client X. Boom, post it. Take a picture of your coffee mug in the kitchen, getting ready to fuel up for the day. Boom, send that out. These little bits of content that go with this feature are going to help attract attention to your account. It is going to help you grow your follower base. It's going to help you grow your audience. It's going to help bring awareness to other content that you're posting. So I really would encourage you, I mean, I'm not even going to give you too many suggestions here because I don't want to even make it sound like anything is off limits. I mean, literally use it off the cuff. Literally use it in this manner that I described. Do not think twice. I mean, obviously there's, I guess, a few things that you won't post using TikTok now, but you already know what those are, and you know in your business what you're okay with sharing. You know what things you're comfortable putting out there. So just go to those things, maybe expand that a little bit further into, grow your comfort zone a little bit there, because there are going to be some things I think that you normally wouldn't have posted on social media that you would now feel comfortable with the pressure off. You would now feel comfortable posting to TikTok now. So I encourage you guys to try it, encourage you guys to throw some things out there and just see what hooks you can kind of gather using this feature, and let us know. We'd be very interested to see how it's working for our clients and prospects and people in the industry that we've helped or are helping or want to help. Very, very interested to see how you guys can make use of this feature. But again, the significance here is social media platforms don't do these types of features for their health. I mean, they do it for their health, but they do it for a very specific purpose. They want you to use it. They will reward you for using it. So try it out, guys. Let us know what you think of it. Super excited to hear what your experience is with it. So with that, guys, just a note, there may or may not be an episode 91 this week being published over the weekend. Look out for it, but I can't guarantee it's going to be there. It may fall into next week, where we do episode 91 next week and then kind of get on our normal schedule thereafter. So just a note about that. I know we always try to do 2 a week, but we've had some stretches where we've had to skip that pace. But definitely wanted to get you this episode today. This is kind of an emergent thing. Like I said, I think I noticed it in TikTok within the last 1 or 2 weeks. So definitely want to get you guys an episode about it, okay? So hope everybody has a great weekend. Hope everybody's had a great week, and we will talk to you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.